The second edition of the Cheshire Fuels GT100, and this year we've got some great support. We've expanded on the vendors, the village, everything's looking great. Cold weather for the morning, but yeah, sun is going to come up and we're quite excited for the race today. So in terms of sponsorship, we've been blessed with Cheshire Fuels coming on board as the headline sponsor. So yeah, great support from them. And in terms of sponsorship overall, we've really been supported well by Premier Logistics, Pick and Pay Barton, Mellow Velo as the cycling shop, and naming a few others, we've really been blessed with quite a bit of support.
It's been an old hobby of ours, and we've always been interested in cycling, and yeah, we're just giving back to the community of cycling, and we enjoy it, we love it. Warren and Nicola bring on a good race. This is the second event. We did the last event last year, was great, and yeah, looking forward to seeing the guys out there smashing the course.
Bullseye Projects decided to sponsor the prize money because personally I feel that bike riding is one of the toughest sports, and I think the elite riders should be rewarded for the effort that they put in. Bullseye Projects is a construction and project management company. We're based in the south of Joburg and undertake high-end residential projects in various estates around Johannesburg.
And there's two distances. There's the 100 miler for the brave, and then there's the 60 kilometer for the fun riders, which is actually a little bit competitive this year, so it's going to be good.
Looking forward to another discipline, and it's an all-doctored race, different tactics, and we'll see how it plays out. Looking forward to it.
So I'm looking forward to see how the pace is and up front. Training's been up and down, with work commitments, so I'm just going to see what it's like and just have fun today.
It's just about knowing your numbers and not pushing too hard in the start, but yeah, let's see what the legs can do in 5 hours. So.
This year they can expect no mud because luckily we've had no rain. The gravel's very compact this year, so it is beautiful, and it's been graded, so it's really stunning. And the first half is quite flat and fast until you turn after, I'd say, 80 kilometers, and then you get your rolling hills, and then it becomes technical, as in there's a lot of turns, and then you have to think a bit. So then it becomes fun.
Quite a big field, big turnout for the 160k race, the 100 miler. And the race actually started off, and it was quite calm in the bunch. The group sort of established itself quite early on. There was probably about 35-40 guys in the group, and we were moving quite quickly across the gravel. I think there was a breakaway of about 3 or 4 guys, which I'm actually not sure what the time gap was, but I think they had about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes on us at one stage. And then at about 35-40 k's in, Kent decided that the gap needed to come down. He put in quite a big attack with Ruan. And from there, the race really split up quite a lot. There were about 10 of us that rode away and went through Water Point 1 together. And from there, I think it just became a race of attrition where, the guys were just dropping off slowly one by one as the race got hard, or if somebody made an attack, the guys were dropping off. I think when we went through Water Point 2, there was about 7 of us left. But you could really start seeing that the guys were taking some strain. We got to about 107 k's. Kent was still looking pretty good. He upped the pace on one of the drags, and I was the only one that was actually able to follow him. That's where Alex Pavlov dropped off. I think Ruan dropped off there as well, and Ivan. We were the group that was in the front of the race. And from there, Kent and I we worked a little bit together. He was really strong today, and he was attacking me quite a lot. So the more he attacked me, the more I sat on. But yeah, that's racing. It's not always about who's the strongest. And in the conditions today, they were really good conditions. The wind wasn't that strong. I did have good legs, so I was able to stay with him all the way through to the end. As we got to this last 250 meters, the road opens up, and I knew that was my opportunity. That's where I needed to open up my sprint. I came around him, and so I don't really know if he contested the sprint too much, but yeah, I really chuffed with the win here today.
I'm not a good sprinter. I could have maybe played it a bit better and been a bit more negative, and maybe had a better shot at it. Yeah, it was my mistake. I thought I was stronger than I was, and turns out I wasn't, and yeah, paid for it in the end and ended with second.
condition was fantastic, a little bit dusty. Luckily for us, not too much wind, because this part of the world, as you know, can get quite windy. But the condition was amazing for riding, and the event was good.
So if every good thing could have gone wrong at it, but yes, what a joy. These guys really put on a great race. So glad to have done it, tough, but yeah, definitely come back.
Yeah, that was very tough. I'll definitely be back though. Obviously a sucker for punishment, but yeah, good day out. Thanks to Bomani, Warren and the guys. Great event. Looking forward to it next year.
No, it was an amazing event, thank you. Amazing but tough. I'd say more amazing than tough at least.
I think the organisation was great. It's only the second event and I think they're going from strength to strength. Warren and Nikki are putting on a great show, yeah. It's only my third gravel race, so I'm a little bit of a newbie to this. I'm still learning, and I'm learning how hard every single gravel race is, and this one was particularly one of the harder ones. It was proper rough stuff out there in the roads of the south, but yeah, had a good time, and definitely we'll be back next year for more.
Cheshire Fuels GT100, the Gravel Travel 100 miler here in Randval at the circus. An amazing event with so many riders enjoying the challenge that is 160 kilometers of proper gravel riding. Amazing riders here. Brandon Downs taking the win this year over Kent Main, last year's winner. It was a proper drag race to the finish. Kent Main seemed to be the motorbike out there, but just didn't have the legs right at the end. Brandon Downs proving he had the kick at the end to be able to take that one. Marissa van der Linde taking the ladies win. And just so many riders enjoying a day out. Gravel seems to be, and I really believe it is, the joining of road and mountain bike, and seeing what it can bring to cycling in South Africa, absolutely amazing. A big thank you to Cheshire Fuels. The guys have been brilliant in presenting the event for us here today. An amazing day. Looking forward to next year's event. It'll be the third in the series, and we got stories developing, personalities growing, and I'm sure there's a couple of people who are going to want to come back and get that scalp they never got. We'll see you next year.